The Poem of Volund, verses 18 through to the end, as translated by Jackson Crawford. My sword shines on Nidard's belt, the sword I sharpened, the sword I alone, the greatest smith, could make, the sword I hardened with my unmatched skill. Now that glistening sword is always far from my sight, since Nidard will not bring that treasure to my workshop. His daughter Volund always wears a treasure never meant for her, my bride's golden ring. Volund worked, never sleeping, constantly swinging his hammer. He thought of a daring plot to foil Nidard. Then Nidard's 2 young sons, the 2 boys, came to see Volund's treasures on the island of Saverstad. They came to the treasure chest. They asked for the keys. They realized Volund's skill when they peered inside. The boys saw many ornaments, all of them made of gold and gems. Volund said, "Come back alone, just you 2, the day after tomorrow. I will give all this gold to you if you do. Don't tell the ladies, don't tell the men, don't tell anyone at all that you're meeting with me." Early on the appointed day, one boy said to the other, "Let's go see the rings." So the 2 boys came and asked for the keys. They realized Volund's skill when they peered inside. He cut off the heads of those young boys. He hid their bodies under his bellows. But he took their skulls and scalped them, set them with silver, and sent them as cups to Nidard. And from the eyes of those young boys he made jewels for their mother, Nidard's wife. And Volund made ornaments from the teeth of her own 2 brothers for Volund, Nidard's daughter. Volund praised a ring Volund had made. She told him it was broken. "And I don't dare to tell it," she said, "to anyone but you." Volund said, "I'll repair it so that your father on his throne will look at it, and to him and to your mother it will look even better, and you'll think so too when you wear it." He gave her beer. He could easily outdrink her, and finally she sat in his chair and she slept. Volund said, "Now I have avenged the wrongs done to me, all except one of the most wicked. I have done well. I wish I were on my feet, the ones cut from me by the wicked men of Nidard." But then, laughing, Volund launched himself into the air. Volund wept as she left the island. She wept for her lover's departure and her father's anger. Volund saw where Nidard's queen stood outside and went into the hall. Volund perched atop the wall and said, "Are you awake, Nidard, Lord of Nyari?" And Nidard said, "I am awake. I have no joy. I barely sleep since my son's death. Your cold actions have chilled me. Now I wish I had never dealt with Volund. Tell me, Volund, you crafty elf, what kind of fate did my sons meet?" Volund said, "First you must swear many oaths. Swear by a ship's board, by a shield's edge, by a horse's withers, by a sword's blade, that you will not harm my lover, nor cause her death, even if my new bride is a woman of your kin, even if she bears my child inside your own hall. Then go to the workshop that you forced me into. There you'll find bags full of blood. I cut your boys' heads off and left their bodies beneath the bellows. And after I scalped them, I took the bare skulls and decorated them with silver before I sent them to you. And after I took their eyes out, I turned them into jewels for your crafty queen. I made jewels from the teeth of those two boys, and I sent those to your daughter Bodevild. Now Bodevild walks about pregnant. Yes, the only daughter of the two of you. The king said, "You could say nothing more awful to me. I would never torture you worse. There is no man so tall that he could reach you up there, nor so good a shot that he could shoot you down. There where you hang among the clouds, Volund." Laughing, Volund flew up and away and left the joyless Niddard sitting below. Niddard said, "Get up, Vakgraf, my good servant. Go to my pretty daughter Bodevild. Tell her to come to me in fine dress, to come to talk to her father." The king then said to her, "Is it true, Bodevild, what Volund said, that you and he lay together?" She said, "It is true, father. Everything he said to you is true. Volund and I lay together on his island a while. We never should have. I couldn't fight him, father. I couldn't withstand him, father.